YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Eyes in Your Tactical, man. Back with a video. This is about first aid and things you should have in your vehicle in case of emergency. Like I said, you know, it don't have to be necessarily shit at the fan and like that. You know, it could be like bad traffic and the roads blocked off, inclement weather, snowstorm, and you know, and you might have to change your tire, something hurts yourself, and you might need a first aid kit, man. So everybody should have these little first aid kits, and you can take stuff out and add different things to it, but you should at least have that at the very least. You should have a lock box with a cable connected to the bottom of your seat in case you got to go into an area where firearms are not allowed. YouTube, I'm in a safe control environment. This gun is holstered inside of the lock box, as you can see. So, you know, I got my Glock 29 today, and, you know, if I'm at work, so if I lock it here, I know my car is locked up at, and this is not for long overnight or anything like that. This is just for short term in an area that you're going to be in and out, and the area is relatively safe, whatever that means. But we all should have a nice little metal lock box. Of course, it ain't going to stop a real savage if they want it, but it'll deter them just for a little bit. So yeah, these are a couple items that you should have. Now I'm gonna do another part real quick, just stand by, and I'm gonna show you guys a nice little fundamental setup that you should have, at least at the very least. You can have more than this, but I'll show you in a minute. Stand by. Okay guys, I'm back. Yeah, so you want to have a couple pallets of water. You know, I always keep a lot of water in my car right here. This is my roadside emergency first aid kit, everything, first responder. This thing is chock full with all kind of first aid stuff. You want to have that for your car. You want to have a go bag. I got that. I'm not going to show that right now, but y'all seen it before, and I'll do another video on that. But yeah, you want to have a nice little fundamental first aid kit, first responder, whatever it may be, man. Just have that. Now I just want to show you, if you don't have any kind of first aid, this is a fundamental little, you can call it an IFAK personal kit. I just got it laid out. Everything you see here I already got up in here, and in that other first aid kit I got some of this stuff. This is just backup stuff right here, but I pulled it out because I wanted people to take a look, and we'll go over all the items. I mean, you want to have a couple chest vents, seals. You never know if you own firearms, man. You know, you just need to have a couple of those laying around. I got some glow sticks. You know, that's just part of the roadside emergency preparation. And you want to have some burny stuff. You know, guns get hot, temperature get hot, you touching your car. Again, this is not necessarily the world's over. It could be just like you working on your car, you know, on the side of a road and you burn yourself, you know. So it multiple purposes for all this stuff, not necessarily end of the world. Okay, now in case a firearm is discharged or something like that, or you know, someone got hurt, accidental discharge, you want to have something that can stop the bleed. You want these pads right here, put that over the open wound. You want to have some blood stopper gauzes, compresses, and remember, hey guys, we're trying to shove that stuff inside the wound to stop that bleed. You want to have some gloves, some sterile gauze pads, some gauze pads and stuff like that. Same with these, you want to have these in different dimensions. And remember, we're shoving this inside of an open wound to stop that bleed. We'll worry about picking all the material out later. The doctors can do that, but we're trying to save somebody, stop that bleed. That's very important. We're gonna have an emergency blanket in case someone goes into shock. You know, that usually happens when people start seeing blood drop out of human bodies. They go into shock, so you might want to have an emergency blanket. Just for some cuts, triple antibiotics, and you know, some antibiotic here prevents infections on cuts and scrapes and things like that. You'll be surprised, little small cuts can lead to bad infections, and so it's good to have these little things when you cut yourself and then you want to put a band-aid over or wrap it. So you want to have that. You want to have some kind of bandage, some kind of tape. You need some trauma shears. I got some up in here. So this, and then you also want to have like a triangular bandage. You know, you never know when you might need something like that. And you definitely want to have a tourniquet. If you operate firearms, carrying firearms, you want to have a tourniquet. And the time is basically, someone said like, man, I never heard that company time. It's not a company. That's the time that you want to write the time that you put the tourniquet on. So when EMT and expert medical personnel comes, they'll know how long that tourniquet has been on that victim. So that's what the time is, not the name of the tourniquet company. Okay, so this is basically a little fundamental setup that I would suggest. You know, you could add more. I'm sure somebody's going to chime in and say, "Oh man, what about this? What about that?" This is just a basic setup. Like I said, I got a major setup right here. I'm not going to open and go through all that, but I got to do another video on that later. But this is just some of the stuff that you would need to have in your vehicle at all times, and definitely have something like this similar setup at your home too. All areas should have first aid. Your home, car. You know, when you go to the range, your range belt, your range bag should all have some type of fundamental first aid IFAK setup. So this is a couple things I got in my car that I keep my car like this. So not really messy, but just stuff around, because you know it makes it harder for the savages to find stuff. But so yeah, man, let me know what you guys got for first aid. You know, tourniquets and stuff like that, stop the bleed and all that, compressors, gauze, burns, stuff like that, glow stick, water. Yeah, man, and have your nice little lockbox in case you got to leave your firearm in your car for a short period. I don't suggest doing it overnight or in shopping malls and stuff like that. You know, so that would be something that you'd have to make that decision in your state with your compliance, if can you carry guns in the shopping mall and stuff like that. So I don't go to malls, so I don't have that problem. But yeah, man, it's your boy Eisen. There's Tactical. Everybody stay safe. Get your first aid on. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Anybody, you know, need some first aid stuff, I'll hook you up in a little bit. But this is just a basic little fundamental setup of what you should have in your home and in your car and your go bags and your gun range bags. All right, man. Y'all stay blessed. Like, comment, subscribe.